Hello YouTube, my name's Sean Connors and this is DM's Tips. Hi, welcome back for another one in the series. I'm prepared actually for tonight's game that I've got ahead of me. I'm running a game tonight, UK time 7 o'clock. This is 3.5 Dungeons and Dragons, but it doesn't matter what game you're preparing for. Some of the questions that have been asked is, how much preparation do you do? And that's very difficult to quantify actually. I can talk for myself, but as for any other DM what they need, that's difficult really to say because I haven't seen what they're currently doing to help or guide them. But what I can say is when you're starting out in this hobby, the more preparation you can do, the better it is. It's because it gives you a greater understanding of the rule set that you're using. So, it's better that you've got as much knowledge and have as much stuff to hand. Use your screen, put as much information behind there as you need. If you need to photocopy out any individual monsters, that's what I would do. I've reached a stage now where I can keep most of the stuff on my iPhone, which is what I use for taping these reviews. But I can keep all my monster stats on there and everything to hand. I've got so many different programs I can run on it, just saves me time and still doesn't destroy the illusion of fancy. I don't want the players seeing that, but behind the screen, a quick tap and I've got all the stat information I want. I can keep all my notes to hand and I'm ready to roll. But I run a very open game as a referee, so my preparation I have to be very varied. But how do I do that? How do I keep a very open campaign yet still have a campaign that doesn't derail? I suppose that's another program for another time. But effectively, what I'm saying here in this program is my preparation. I've thought long and hard before the campaign started what the beginning, the middle and the end were going to be. I wasn't too concerned about reaching the middle or the end because I knew if I had the beginning mapped out that I would eventually, it would work its way because of the story I've got to a middle which would eventually lead to an end. Now I always try and think the end piece in terms of 2 or 3 ways it could finish up. Generally 9 times out of 10 that's where we go with it, and that's critical. So my preparation is more in the overall story. As for the individual preparation around a session tonight, I found over a number of years that I don't need to do as much preparation as most people because I've done my time, and that's what it's about, it's experience. So I know in this system that I'm running, which is 3.5, that I just need to know a few facts. So hit points, armour class, the attack rolls, any saving throws they have and any special abilities the creature might have. As for the rest, yes, it's nice to have. If I'm not sure, I can look it up, but I don't want to be looking it up in the game. I don't want to destroy the thread and the pace of the game. So, if I had to, I'd ad-lib a couple of bits, but I have a rough idea, and that's plenty good. So that's what I tend to do. So let's just quickly recap. Preparation, if you're new, put in as much as you can. Map out the beginning, middle, and end of your campaign. Even if you're not sure, one of the key things a lot of people forget, this is critical to good DMing, you must have an end. Almost work back from the end to the beginning. That is the best way that I can describe it. Map it out. Work out if it's a level-less system, how long it's going to take to roughly get there. If it's a level-based system, what level do you want them to be when they arrive there, and the reasons why. So have all those things mapped out in your head, and then slowly scope each session towards it. Now, if your characters then slightly derail some of your preparation, you've got time to pull it round, don't panic, and we'll talk about that in another session of DM's Tips. But anyway, my preparation is about knowing the key numbers, prepare for that session the best way that you can, but primarily prepare ahead so you know your beginning, your middle and your end, and each session becomes easier because you can then take it as an individual piece, an episode, and still keep gearing it towards your end. Anyway, this has been Sean Connors, this is DM's Tips. Until next time, take care.